up. Today we are going to make sōmen. Some of you have maybe seen the live stream that I just did. I did the preps on Instagram. Sōmen does very thin Japanese noodles that we enjoy a lot during the summer, cold most of the time. And I've been having sōmen a lot. You saw pictures, I think, on Instagram. It's a sōmen summer, this summer. This brand, I have to try, and I can't read the name of the brand. I'm sorry about that, guys. I will try and find it and put the name in the description. But if you see this package, it's, I believe, the most like traditional and the brand that Japanese people buy the most. Kokoro Care Packages, you have the link in the description. They also have like noodles sets. I don't know if they have sōmen in there. I have to try it actually. But what I'm going to show you can work with udon too, and even soba. Okay, it's just going to give you some tips about, you know, what you can do with this type of noodle, because udon and soba can be enjoyed cold too, right? Alors, I'm going to show you the ingredients, guys. Today we are going to use okura. That's something you can find in your countries. Myoga, that I've introduced before. The texture is very similar to shallots, but it's different, the taste. Okay, I love myoga. We are going to use also fresh seaweed. Noodle sensei, yeah, I can do that. We are actually going to start with making, I showed in the preps how to handle fresh seaweed. You can find actually in your countries. I mean, at least I've seen that in French stores, especially like organic stores that sell a lot of organic products. What you should always do is first soak your seaweed, fresh seaweed. This is wakame, huh? Wakame in Japanese, wakame. You should soak it in water and then take the water, drain it thoroughly. So let's just make this already, because this can make a nice topping for our noodles, guys. But also it can be enjoyed in salads or even on its own. Like yesterday evening, I just had these, the way I prepared them. That made a nice side dish. So what you want to do, guys, is really dry them, because if there is still a little water, the taste, the seasoning won't soak in your seaweeds, and they won't be as tasty. And we're going to need this again. So you can dry them neatly with some paper. Wakame is so good, right? I love the texture. Can you see, guys? It's a little thick seaweeds. And you can also, guys, find wakame, dried wakame in Japanese stores. That's so common. If you don't find it fresh, you can buy it dry, and it becomes like this if you soak it in water. You can soak it back to its original shape. But I find that fresh wakame is better because they keep their kind of crunchiness, whereas dried wakame tends to be a little softer. They don't keep that crunchiness. Voila, I think it's, yeah, it's dried. So we are going, let's just put them. Alors, that's a bit long. So you can cut it also to make it easy to eat. The scissors, as always. Voilà. Hop. Alors, I can kind of see that there are some comments. Sorry guys, I can't read while I'm cooking. The angle of the camera is not good. Voilà. If you have any questions, I will try and go back in the comments, but you can ask me the questions when I'm looking at the camera, okay? Or at the end of the cooking. Up. Up. Voilà. Alors, what I do is, oops. My seasoning today, guys, is going to be sesame-based seasoning, because you know that I love sesame and it actually goes super well with the wakame. So just put some sesame oil. That's about 1.5, I would say. Just by eye, you calculate. Sesame oil, a little bit of vinegar. I've started using the Kokoro Care Packages vinegar because it has such a nice, crisp, clean rice vinegar taste. I love it. I have used almost half of it already. Just a little bit, a few drops. I think this is also convenient to serve when you want to just use a few drops. That's very convenient. A few drops of vinegar. Soy sauce. The soy sauce comes from the Wa Care Package in the collection Care Packages of Kokoro Care Packages. I've opened it, guys. It is amazing. It's so deep in flavor and but so mellow, so round in the mouth. Very good. I highly recommend it with sashimi. I don't want to use it like in cooking in sauces because it's too good to be used in that, I think. So voila. And then, guys, sprinkle with sesame seeds. Okay, so sesame oil, I love seeds. Sesame oil, sesame seeds, a little bit of vinegar, white types of vinegar. It can be this rice vinegar, it could be apple vinegar, and then soy sauce. Okay, and we have a lovely sesame flavored wakame dish. Okay, I could even add a little bit of myoga if I wanted to. That would add some like of more, how to say, sourness, I guess, to the dish, but I think it's good like this. Very easy, and that's with ingredients that you can find at home. Then we are going to prepare our myoga. We are going, you can cut it in, like make some wheels, comment on dit? Je sais pas, but I like to cut it in its length because I think it's just so much more beautiful when you cut it in stripes like this. Up. And it also makes a nice, visually I think it's nicer when you top this on your dish. Myoga. I think you can find myoga in a lot of countries now, maybe. Actually, I'm not sure if I have seen any in California. Voilà, nice stripes. Up, ça c'est good. So they come in packs like this in Japan. That's the okura. The okura, I'm going to cut it in wheels. Yeah. Alors, okura goes well if you eat natto. I don't have natto today, but actually I would have loved to put some natto on top of my Sōmen too. So pretty. Up, someone is snoring. I don't know if you can hear Lisa Chang, she's snoring. Voilà, that's pretty. Alors, did you Google Wakame, Christian? Thank you. Myoga daisuki, watashi mo daisuki. This, we are going to put those amazing, I splurged, those beautiful, beautiful umeboshi. I ran off umeboshi and I bought this pack. 25 bucks for a pack of umeboshis, like that's high-end quality, but so much worth it because see how big they are. They show. No chemicals, I can tell you, in there. And we're going to use also dried seaweed, which I forgot to show you in the private in the live stream on Instagram. Those guys. Attends, je suis en zoom ou pas là? Non, là, je suis au bout. These guys, I bought those because I was thinking that to celebrate the 9K, we could do temaki sushi at home with champagne. Planning to do that at some point this week. That will probably be on French time, European time, but so I bought those lovely, super big nori. But what we can do, you will see how they make it easy to cut. And I prefer to buy those than kizami nori, the small ones ready to use, cut, shredded nori, because I find that, I mean, at the supermarket, you get better quality if you buy those sheets, okay? Donc voilà, we are going to cook our Sōmen. So I have to finish this package first. Alors attends, hop. Let's warm the water. Attends, on va mettre la this fire. Allez, on déménage? Hop. Sōmen, it's so quick to make, guys. Check out on your package, but usually it's 1 or 2 minutes of cooking. So you have to be behind it. they sell them in those small bunches. Usually for one person it's one bundle, but if you're a big eater, you will need two. On va en faire un. How do we do this? Attends, the other day I had two actually. We can make two. It will be nicer on the picture. Everybody's very quiet now. That's a lot. Je vais faire 1.5. Allez hop, because it's a lot. So, I had warmed up my water. If you put the lid for beginners, put the lid on your water first, guys, because then it helps. You will save on gas. The water gets hot quicker. So we're going to have to work fast. I'm going to put some ice first here. If you have ice, when we will make them cold, it's good. Voilà, c'est bon, it's boiling nicely, so. Are you ready? Allez hop. See how it's quick. And I'm going to put some water in my ice. Up. Allez, 20 more seconds. Let me move you back there, guys. Up. Attends, fais voir ce qu'on peut. Vous allez voir là. Attends. Bon. I do this by eye, but you can, you know. Because I've been making Sōmen for more than 20 years, so. Fire off. Yeah, that's good. So I drain it first. Up. Very hot. I rinse it a little bit with cold water, and you see, yeah, you can kind of see. Can you see what I'm doing? Careful not to burn yourself. I rinse it a little bit to make sure they are clean, and then put in the water with ice. So they will be nice, clean and cold. Okay, and you will see lots of Japanese restaurants that actually, attends, vous êtes où? That actually, ça va pas, serve the Sōmen on ice. They put, what we can do, guys, is put a little bit more of ice with the noodles. With the noodles, the ice is going to melt a little bit. Now, and they are cold now, so I can drain them, okay? And we can keep the ice, because if we keep the ice, I'm going to use my mentsuyu straight. So even if then it melts and it mixes with the mentsuyu, it's not a bad thing because it will make the taste of the mentsuyu less strong. Does that make sense? It's a little bit hard to, you know, when you have to explain things that you know how to do, especially when it's not in your language and it's not the... This is not French. Does the noodle have any flavor by itself? Not so much. Salt the water? No, never. C'est pas... No, not in Japanese food. We don't do that. Guys, we are going to... Est-ce que j'ai tout fait? Am I forgetting something? No. We're going to platter. So we need a plate. Because we'll have the mentsuyu at the bottom, okay? What you can do when you have your noodles, you can put the sauce on the side and dip your sōmen in the bowl where you have your sauce. But I like to have it in my plate. So let's platter, guys. If you have more questions, I will answer them after we've plattered everything, okay? So I'm just shaking my noodles. J'ai l'impression d'oublier quelque chose. I feel like I'm forgetting something. They like to make nice bundles like this. Bon, je suis pas très douée, mais c'est pas grave. We can try and make some nice bundles. Because they also tend to stick together. So if you keep your ice, guys, it will help them not stick together, especially if you have, you know, you put your mentsuyu, your tsuyu, your sauce on the side. They can get dry very quickly. So if you let them for a few minutes before eating, you know, it's good if you have a little bit of ice. Okay. Just a little bit. Up, and that will keep them really cold, which is nice during the summer. The whole point, guys, of sōmen is to eat something that's easy to digest and that will cool you down, okay? Alors on va mettre, let's put some of this wakame. That up. I'm going to mix. Actually, you know what? This sauce that I made, this dressing, could actually be used as mentsuyu, I would say. I've done that last time with the cucumber recipe that I showed you. Do you remember, guys? I used it as mentsuyu. It replaced mentsuyu so nicely. Allez, on va pas tout mettre. Our okura. I want to hide this. No, up. This is so pretty. Comment on va mettre notre myoga? Koka doshio. Have you seen, guys, I made, non ça va pas, ça me plaît pas, on the side, allez hop. I showed, I think, there is a recipe of Myoga dressing on the channel. It's a tofu recipe that I make a lot during the summer. Là, alors, c'est nice? How is it, guys? Well, let me see. Ah ouais, c'est pas mal. We need a little... well, actually, I can put my umeboshi in the middle, no? What do you think? Ah ouais. Là. This umeboshi is actually just like humongous. It ends up being unbalanced for the picture, I think. Non? C'est tellement big. Non, mais elle est pas... It's a little square. Like, tu vois? It's got the shape. Voilà, because it's been stuck in that package. Up, up. How come it's so simple? I feel like I'm forgetting something. I know why, because it's just so simple, guys. Ne? It's simple, but so easy and so very Japanese. And now, last but not the least, as I'm not going to use this dressing that I had for my wakame. Non, c'est pas sûr. Il est où? Ah oui. I meant to use in the fridge. Once it's open, we put it in the fridge. Found this, there is, for those who live in Japan, at Seijo Ishi. It's a yuzu flavored mentsuyu. And you know that I'm a big yuzu fan. And I'm not going to put it on the side in a bowl. I'm just going to put it straight on my noodles. Voila. That's about it. And voila, we have a delicious Sōmen dish. C'est tellement facile. Why didn't I do this before? Alors, mini tomato, gar, okay. Io. Alude. Someone wants to... I'm not the only one who loves mini tomatoes. Io. Io. I'm trying to utilize the plating. Ouais, mais alors, ce qu'on fait, maybe I have... Because I have those... yellow, red, but they're pretty big. Or do we put a selection, or do I put this one? I cut it in 4. 4分の1に切って、どうしよう。ピッピッピッピッって飾ろうか。どう？ You have the ingredients? I think I can ね。ちょっと切って。Seriously, I have to put on my list, like, buy knives. Ça va pas du tout, mes couteaux ne coupent pas. C'est énervant. For someone who does cooking. Comme ça? What do you think? Mini tomato. Hop. Kawaii. Non, attends, on va mettre hop comme ça. So we don't see the green. Hop. That's a nice addition. You know, guys, you can put a lot of ingredients that you like. For example, let's say you'd have some zucchini that you'd have steamed, for example. I mean, you know, even eggplant would be okay. Atrek, I see you leaving by. Thanks. Is it time to sleep? Or I know it's because he wakes up early, no? Alors, do ya. Manzoku kai? Nani kore? I'm going to take a picture, guys, and put it on Instagram. That can be our thumbnail too. It just looks so pretty. Yeah. Alors, on va voir les questions maintenant. Oups. It's weird because I don't feel like I've been cooking. It's just so easy, right? But what I know is that when I first came to Japan, I didn't know how to make this. So if someone hadn't shown me, if I hadn't seen my friends making it, I wouldn't have known. I think maybe I will not use this doshio because it's so pretty. Je veux pas le spoiler le truc. I will spoil it if I put this green. But you know that if you love seaweed, you can, dried seaweed, you can use, okay, on top. It's good too. But I don't want to change my plating now. It's just so nice like this, no? It doesn't look like a full meal for you. For Japanese people, it is. It makes a full meal. It's a summer, I mean, something that you would have something light, right? But for Japanese people, that's a full meal. This is going to be my lunch. Huh? Alors, now we can chat a little bit. I'm going to try and go back in the comments just a little bit. If you have questions, ask me again because I can't go back. Japanese spaghetti, oui. Allez, c'est bon. If you have any questions, don't hesitate. In the meantime, I'm going to give you some heads up. I'm going to make an edited video using, I've told you that before, but maybe some of you haven't seen the video. How to use Shio Koji, that is in the care package that I introduced the other day. And I know that, thank you, some of you bought it and received it already. I'm really happy about that because that even motivates me more to do the live streams or the edited video to show you how I'm using those ingredients and not keep the information to myself. So that's why we have also, when we will make the temaki sushi, we will use this rice, this rice vinegar, because you know you have to vinegar your rice when you make sushi or temaki sushi. So that will be perfect. So I'm going to use this, guys. Please, a little patience. It will take about 2 weeks to show you a few recipes, or at least one. That's in the projects. I haven't edited the... I have so much juice. Shiso juice, how to make shiso juice. It's all in there in this phone. I have to edit it. But before doing that, I think I want to edit the French restaurant where I went to, because that will be quick. It's just showing you the cooking because the images talk for themselves. So that will be on the channel first. I will try and do this today. It was so amazing. I have to upload the pictures on Instagram too. Seriously, guys. Hadn't been there in years. It was just so good. I'm glad I went back. That was a nice break. You want to see the babies? No, Lisa is up. Charlie is sleeping soundly because they ate before I started the live stream. Petite biche kawaii. And I finished the cooking. Hi, biche. Hi, guys. Biche, tu vas manger? Tu veux des Sōmen? Non, t'aimes pas? Miss Palmier. Hi, guys. I've got a palm tree on my head. Oh, que tu es adorable. Je t'aime tellement fort, petite fille. Oh, que je l'aime tellement fort, cette petite fille. Biche. Voilà. And then, as I said, I would love to do, we have to celebrate the 9K. Thank you for the new followers. I've seen it's moved a little bit lately, the channel again. I mean, to me, at my level, when I see one new follower, I notice it, right? Thank you so much for joining the Fit Jennifer family. Ne? Donc va falloir célébrer les 9K. Let's do this very quickly. Tu me donnes chaud. She is like, during the winter it's good, but like she's so warm. Hi Narciso. Voila, I think that's about it. So I will try and do those things very quickly, but I definitely want to celebrate the 9K and open some champagne, because even yesterday at the restaurant I couldn't get alcohol. So because of the state of emergency, I have to be a good girl. But we don't have to be a good girl when we will be celebrating, right? Towards the 10K, yeah, maybe. On va voir, bon, c'est pas grave. No, because what is good is that you are all very faithful, so. Ne? Bish. Voila, guys, so I'm a little behind to make the updates on Instagram. I need to put a proper picture. Madame la biche. I tried to find more. I couldn't find more at the supermarket yesterday. Those Wagyu flavored steak, Wagyu flavored potato chips. We tasted that in a private live stream on Patreon. That was interesting. And it's part of the 47 flavors. Can you see? 47 prefectures flavors. We have 47 prefectures in Japan, right? That's the Shiga. Because in Shiga they have a specific type of Wagyu. I have to cook this. Just going to show you because it's so pretty. This eggplant. 47 flavors. I even looked it up on the internet. I thought, seriously, if I were a real YouTuber, I would invest and buy the 47 flavors and do the tasting, but... And I couldn't find it anyways. They don't sell the whole set, so... But that would be interesting, I guess. I guess that people who watch YouTube a lot love this kind of live streams, right? But maybe not for me. Was it too much? And that would be a real investment. Like, that would cost me something like $100, I guess. But anyways, I couldn't find it, and I didn't find other ones at the supermarkets. So I can check it out a little bit more. But when you think of it, guys, if I would do this live, 47 flavors. Let's say I need at least 2 minutes per pack. That would be almost 2 hours of live stream. Oh my god, well, I should have this with, but I would finish the bottle of champagne, I think. Are we in lockdown? We're not in lockdown. We are, this is a state of emergency and we are supposed to stay home if we can. But the problem is that a lot of people just don't stay home. All the stores are open. There is just, they ask restaurants and stores to be closed at 8 p.m. maximum. They ask restaurants not to serve alcohol. I'm not very happy about that, but I can tell you that French food, that duck that I had yesterday, that's when I really wanted a glass of wine. I so wanted a glass of red, but so no, it's not very strict, I would say. I wonder actually if in Sydney our friends there are still in lockdown. I know that, I think that last week in the news I saw that I had been in lockdown for 2 months, which is just like, wow, you know. Here they just can't make that decision of putting us in lockdown for even just 2 or 3 weeks, you know. So we're kind of stuck in this situation, but I did get vaccinated, yes, when I was in the States in April, so... But I am still, I'm very careful because even if you're vaccinated, you can get sick. So we should still be careful, I think. Ne? And let's not forget that there are lots of healthy carriers, so we don't want to be a danger for other people, I think. Until the end of September, they're in lockdown. Poor things. Chimi-chan, hi. I'm actually almost at the end of the live stream. I made those Sōmen. You would love that. I need to eat them anyways. They are going to dry, guys. If you have any questions, you can ask me those. Just write a comment after the video. And if you have suggestions for other cooking, there are so many ways, you know, to cook all those things. So if you are thinking of using some ingredients, just ask me. I will try as much as possible to show you other ways of making Sōmen and other foods, right? Okay. So you have a good evening, good day. Ohayou gozaimasu for those who will wake up soon. And see you very soon, okay? Thanks for keeping me company. Okay, daijoubu. I also did the preps. I did a short live stream on Instagram if you'd like to watch the preps. Voilà, thank you guys. See you very soon. On va manger. Itadakimasho. Bye guys. Thank you. Je suis Madame la Biche. And see you very soon, guys. Lots of love. Elle est trop mignonne. Bye.